Hi guys, today I am going to explain about the conversion of NFA to DFA. I think you already know what is meant by NFA and DFA. In my previous video, I explained about the NFA with edges, epsilon edges to NFA without epsilon edges. Then let's see the procedure for the conversion of NFA to DFA. The first step is let M equals to these are the five tuples, guys. I already explained about these tuples in my previous video. Then these are the five tuples. We need to declare them in the problem. Okay, let's see the second step, that is m dash equals to, there is a changes from step 1 to step 2, guys. This is the DFA. This is the DFA we need to be constructed here. Okay, here how to compute this delta dash. Delta dash means delta of q naught comma input equals to delta of qi comma input. It is q naught or qi. This is the state, guys. You can take any of the state and this is the input symbol. You need to change the symbols, that means these brackets into these type of brackets. Then we can get a new state. The state whichever we may get rather than the states from the diagram, those states we may call as a new states. Okay, let's see, guys. You will know briefly about this step, how to compute delta dash in the while doing the problem. So let's see the third step, that is repeat the step 2 until no more new states will be generated. Okay, guys, then stop the process. The fourth step is we need to draw the transition table. Fifth step is diagram. We need to draw the state transition diagram. Then if there are any dead states in the transition diagram, then we need to remove them and again we need to construct the complete DFA. That is the sixth step, guys. Okay, to completely know these all six steps, I will explain them by doing the problem. See, guys, this is the problem I am taking to solving now. See, these are the states Q1, Q0, Q1, Q2. Here, let's define the first step, that is M is equal to, these are the five tuples, guys. I am declaring them here. Q equals to number of states. Those are Q0, Q1 and then Q2. I written here. Sigma, these are the input symbols. A and B are the input symbols, guys. Then Q0 is the initial state, that is Q0. F is the final state, that is Q2. Now come for this is delta, guys. How to compute delta? It is very simple. Delta of Q0 comma A equals to Q0 of A, that is Q0, and another A is passing to the Q1. Then I already wrote that A also. That means Q0 comma Q1. Like this, just compare for Q0 of B. We didn't have any B here. So we are just representing pi r. You can place one small line here. Like this, I computed for all things up to delta of Q2 comma B. Then let's come for the second step, guys. In this step, first of all, we need to compute the delta dash. How to compute the delta dash? I already told the formula. Just see here. Delta dash of, this is the one state Q0 comma, this is the input symbol. This is the input symbol. So now delta dash of Q0 comma A equals to delta of Q0 comma A. That equals to, see, guys, here delta of Q0 comma A, that is we got Q0 Q1. So I am writing them here. This is the new state, guys. Already what the states we have? Q0, Q1, Q2. These are the states which we have. But again we got the one new state. So we are considering it as a new state. Then let's compute let's compute delta dash of Q0 comma B. That is delta of Q0 comma B. What's the value, guys? That is pi. That means I just wrote the pi. Now let's compute for the new state first. We completed Q0 comma A, Q0 comma B. Now compute for the new state. First of all, we need to compute for the new state, and then we will move to the further state, guys. See here, delta of q0 comma q1 comma, this is the input symbol. First of all, I am computing with A and then again with B here. See guys, here in my previous video I already told that if any more than one state we got, then we need to use a union symbol to combine the state and the states, to combine the both states. Okay, here delta of q0 comma A, that is the value of q0 comma q1. Then I wrote here, then q1 comma A, that is q2, I wrote here. Then now with the symbol of union, I am just combining these three, guys. It is also one of the new state because we didn't have this type of state in in previous. So this is a new state. Like this, now I am computing for B. I computed here, guys. I just got Q1. Q1 is the old state only, guys. See here, Q0, Q1, Q2. Q1 is the already we have, no, so it is old state. So no need to compute for this state. Let's compute for the new state which we have got here. Q0, Q1, Q2. This is our new state, guys. I just computed for A with A, input symbol A for once, and then with input symbol B for once. So I got that. Again with A I done, and I got the same. So I am considering it as a old state. And now I computed with B. I got Q1. So Q1 is also a old state. So let's move to the further. Guys, now is time to draw the state transition table. This is the third step. So up to now we just got the two new states. Those are Q0 and then Q1. Q0, Q1, Q2. This is one state and this is one state. So rather than this, we didn't got any other states. So now let's come to the state transition table. How to draw this? See here. Just first of all, write the all transition states, new states and old states. See here, Q0 of A. What we got in earlier? Q0 comma Q1. Q0 of B. Like this, guys, from the previous, from the before, from here, Q0 of A, Q0 of B, Q0 Q1 A, and then Q0 Q1 B. Like this, these all answers are we are writing in that state transition table. I completed by writing all this. So for Q2, we didn't have any A value and B value. Now let's come for the state transition diagram. See guys, how to draw the diagram means just write these all states. How many states we have now? These are the 5 states we have. Let's see guys how to draw it. Just write the states first. See guys, these are the states. I just wrote them here. Now let's see that what is the initial state and what is the final state. Before seeing, to see the final state and initial state, we need to see the diagram which we have. This is the diagram, guys, which we have. Here Q0 is the initial state and Q2 is the final state. That means Q0 is the initial state and it has 2 circles, means this is the final state. Then let's denote these values, these symbols in the state transition diagram. See guys, this is the initial state and this is the final state. So guys, here Q0 has A, Q0 of A is Q0 and Q1, and Q0 of B is pi, means there is no any input symbol. Just draw here from Q0 to Q0 comma Q1 we have A. Then let's see for next thing, that is Q1. Q1 of A is Q2 and Q1 of B is Q1. That means Q1 of A is Q2 to here A, and then Q1 of B is Q1 itself. That means self loop. Then what about next thing, Q2? It doesn't have any input symbols. Let's move to Q0 comma Q1. It has A for Q0, Q1, Q2 and B for Q1. That means A for, from here guys, A from this state and then B for Q1, that is to Q1. Then move for last state, it has A value for itself and B value for Q1. That means B value this is, and then it is self. It has self loop, guys. This is the state transition diagram. Let's see if any dead states are present. First of all, see guys, what is meant by dead state? Dead state means which doesn't have any incoming edges. The full definition of the dead state is simple, guys. Which doesn't have any incoming edges means, see here, Q0, it is the initial state. It is also having one incoming edge. So for this state also, from Q0 it has A as a symbol. So for Q1 it has 3 incoming edges. That means the edges which are coming towards it. For Q2 it has 1 edge. So from this one it has 2. Like this, each and every state has 1 or more incoming edges. So there are no any dead states here. So this is our final DFA. This is our final DFA, guys. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any doubts, then comment in the comment section.